And that's why you don't sell. You don't want to sell at a point where everyone else thinks it's cheap. Kasi if everyone else thinks it's cheap at that point, di na siya babagsak.
Sa property kasi minsan baliktad eh. Pag walang may gusto ng price, bumababa siya. Ayaw mo rin siya kasi bumababa siya.
Pero, yung interesting dun is this. Pagbaba niya, may dadating na point yon where a large chunk of people will be interested. Even if they hold on to it for a period of time and then they decide, sige, benta ko na to at this point in time, there will be a market of people who will actually buy it. So it does, para sa akin it does not need to have that use case para magkaroon siya ng value. Don't look at the price.
Yeah.
Look at the value as a whole.
Bakit yung iba parang like Solana, how much na Solana? $70?
Solana is 162.
100. Sayang hindi ako bumili. Okay, wow, trading. Tama ba yung perception ko na ang trading means short, you go in and you go out in short periods of time?
Trading is essentially buying it with the intention to sell.
Okay.
Whereas investing, one of the reasons why you are buying it is not just an intention to sell it quickly. There's something that you are invested in kung bakit mo siya binibili. For example, sa dami ng pwede mong tanong kanina, hindi mo tinanong bakit ko gusto Bitcoin eh. Why am I into cryptocurrencies?
Sige, bakit?
No, diba? So, I'll say this. One of the reasons why I like crypto is suddenly, you now have self-custody of your assets na hindi katulad na nangyari sa 2008, madaming mga tao na hindi nila na-withdraw pera nila, ganun din sa Greece, nagkaroon ng problem sila sa debt nila, may limit kung ano pwede nilang withdrawin, ganun din sa Afghanistan, sa Lebanon. People who earned money their entire lives, hindi nila nakuha pera nila. They didn't have a chance to take it out when they wanted. Pera naman nila yon. Right now, Bitcoin does that eh. There's no middleman. You have self-custody of what you own. And that's freedom. Ganun din ginagawa ng mga investors. Like, you look at the videos that we had with Michael Saylor and everyone else, may kanya-kanya silang reason on why they want to invest in it. As an investor, the only time you get out of it is if your theory for that particular asset or that crypto is no longer there. Meaning, kung hindi na, if Bitcoin does not allow me to store value anymore, or Bitcoin does not allow me anymore to transfer it or to hold assets, ayoko na rin sa kanya. That the same principle as sa stocks. Buy Tesla because you believe in electric vehicles. If Tesla is no longer a company catering to that, di benta mo na rin. So, totoo, you'll still have to sell at some point if you're an investor, but for a trader, sometimes it's not anymore on what you're buying. It's just that you're buying it kasi yun yung gumagalaw.
Okay, I get your point, Marv. I think that what you said is powerful, no? Wherein you set aside a portion of your portfolio for that safety net. Now, when you go abroad, immediately you have workable money.
Pero even if you don't go abroad, even if you stay here, you have something at the back of your head na kahit anong mangyari, safe yung pera ko.
Are you a crypto maximalist? Yung talagang almost all in?
I have fiat. Syempre I have fiat. I'm still a stock person. So pero whatever's in crypto stays in crypto.
Not much happening in the stock market
meron
right now.
Meron din. Meron. So yun nga yung interesting because there's so much attention in crypto right now. People are sleeping on stocks. Pero if you go to the Philippine markets, syempre we're recording this at a different time, no? Pero a couple of weeks ago, Globe Telecom was below 2,000. Then a few days after, nag 3,200 siya. Converge is 30 plus. Nag-IPO yan last year below 20. So there's movement pa rin. It's not new. It's not new lang. Ganun din sa US markets, they have been hitting all-time highs eh. It's just that it's more exciting to talk about crypto. It's exciting to learn. So that's why yun yung pinag-usapan natin. Pero I've never left I've never left the stock market.
O sige, trading question. Okay, Marv, I want to learn this trading. No? So kung sure, hindi pala siya one day. Pwedeng it goes 3 days, 4 days, 5 days.
So yung one day na yun, that's intraday trading, which is also part of trading. Trading is very broad kasi. So you can trade intraday, meaning binili mo Monday, bibenta mo rin Monday. Pero you can still also make a trade na kahit hindi mo siya binili ng Monday, pero with the intention to sell it according to your plan a couple of days or weeks later, trading pa rin yun.
Is it safe to say acquisition price is important? Dapat mababa.
I'll quote Warren Buffett. He's one of my biggest influences. Sabi niya, you don't make money when you sell, you make money when you buy, because it's how low you buy also that determines what your margin will be. However, sa trading kasi, there are times when you see stocks or even crypto start to break out, and that will be also a avenue for you to buy higher then sell higher also. So possible lang siya. It's just that yung important term that people need to realize is that pagkabili mo, do you have margin where pag binili mo dito kahit mataas siya, will it still go higher?
Top 3 coins na you like to trade?
I don't have preference. It's more about who are the ones na pasok sa signals. Pero totoo yun, there are a couple of coins na pare-pareho lang na I would look at on a regular basis. So I would always look at Bitcoin, I would always look at Ethereum, I would always look at Cardano, I would look at Polkadot, I would look at Solana, I would look at BNB, XRP, Doge, Matic, I think AXS, Pancake Swap, VET, Link, and then a couple of others pa. Pero yun lang yung paulit-ulit ko lang tinitignan. Walang preference yun kung sino yung favorite. It's more of at that point in time when I have cash, who's at the support at that particular time. That's the easiest way to answer it.
Okay, guys, I wanna emphasize for those non-traders, I think the trading opportunity here, Marv, is you go in when it's low, you sell high, little increments, and you pocket profit.
Yun yung tricky doon, Carly, kasi when what you said, you buy low and then you sell higher, yung term na low is very subjective. So sakto, sige, let's use this chart na lang. This particular point is considered low. Pero for some people also, this line also is considered low also to them. So it's very subjective, pero tama ka na it has to be at a point where you buy it na may margin ka pa rin na pag binenta mo na mataas, you would get a profit. But just to buy low, it's subjective kasi ito pa, you can also say that this area right here is also low. Yung mga bumili dito that saying that this area is low will say that mahal na tayo ngayon. Pero there are people who are just looking at, for example, this lang. Okay, dito, ito lang tinitingnan nila. Hindi, okay na tol. This is low already for me. Then, with the intention of, when they do that, bibenta ko rin dito. I'll sell here. So, yung difference nun is this. The ones that are buying here are maybe short-term in time horizon nila. Maybe they are okay earning lesser. The ones that are buying here, dito sa baba na to, they are the ones with more patience, and they're the ones also that, okay, malayo pa siya dito, I won't do anything, I'll stay in the sidelines first. So it depends on how you draw it, it depends on what your risk tolerance is, it depends on what your time horizon is. Kasi it's easy for people to say, hindi, bibili na ako dito, pero that actually means that, tignan mo to, 1, 2, in 2 days, or at least 1 pa nga lang, in 1 day, Bitcoin dropped already this much. Do you have enough time to be able to watch that fluctuation? Kasi some people, mukhang di nila kaya yun. And to follow up also, a lot of people will say this, okay, that sounds very, very good. Bibili ako dito sa mababang area na to, bibenta ko dito. Pero people also need to realize this. It's not just about waiting longer. It's also about having the tolerance. Kasi tingnan mo to. Nakita mo to, Carl. 1, 2, 3, 4 days straight na bumabagsak. You bought here. You wanted to sell here. Tapos umakyat siya. Then suddenly, habang umakyat, it started to go down 4 straight days. Mind you, hindi lang siya 1 day, 4 straight days. And minsan mas nakakaba pa na kumita ka na and then to see your gains start to dwindle down, and that's what's causing people to be emotional. So that's what I'm saying, Carl, na if your time frame is longer and you buy low also, may tolerance yan kasi may mga times na sunod-sunod yung bagsak nun eh. Whereas dito, kung bumili ka dito sa mas mababang area na to or mas mataas pero considered lower also, your time frame is shorter and then you don't have to deal with yung mga areas na ganito na malalaking bagsak.
It looks like from the way that you're describing it, Marv, yung horizontal line is your best friend.
It's all about preference, how you want to draw it eh. So, ito kasi isang click mo lang, it gets generated already. So, I'm sure if you watch other people on how they will draw it, may kanya-kanya silang style on how they do it. Pero, this is what I've been doing kahit sa stocks lang eh. So, I like it because I just press it, then it goes out already.
Yeah, so first step is to set those lines.
Of course.
Okay guys, ito tinuro sa akin ni Marvin. Sa baba, it's called the support.
Okay.
Sa taas, it's called the resistance.
Okay.
Don't make the same mistakes as I do. Ako kasi, pag nakikita ko na dati na malapit na sa taas, bumibili ako para humabol. Kasi parang, uy, green na siya. I want to buy. I want to join the bandwagon. But when it's going down, uy, red na red siya. I tend to exit. Kasi feeling ko malapit na dun sa guhit. Nag-exit ako bago kumbaga para sa akin kasi parang dagat siya eh. Malapit na mag-crash yung airplano ko sa dagat. Mag-exit na ako. Okay. But mali, no, Marv? That's a wrong analysis.
Let's take a step back also and so that you understand the logic behind it. Hindi lang siya lines eh. The way I draw it, it's not just lines. Pero yung line sa baba that you mentioned as a support, there's a reason why it's a support. If you look at it historically, at least even sa time frame na to, it's an area where there's buying. It's an area na pag tama niya dito, you're seeing it here on nag-hold show. So you're seeing it since the start of August, Bitcoin has never gone lower than this particular line. So what does that mean also? It means that psychologically, it means that from a sentiment standpoint, everyone in the whole world starting August, tingin nila mura yung Bitcoin ng 42,000. Why? How do I know mura siya even if I don't talk to everyone in the world? The fact that it never went lower than 42 means that people were already bargain hunting at that particular time. And that's why you don't sell. You don't want to sell at a point where everyone else thinks it's cheap. Kasi if everyone else thinks it's cheap at that point, di na siya babagsak. As long as people are buying it, it will have a harder time to go down. And it places you with a better chance na your investment will hold still.
Okay, I get you. Sa property kasi minsan baliktad eh. Pag walang may gusto ng price, bumababa siya. Ayaw mo rin siya kasi bumababa siya.
Pero, yung interesting dun is this. Pagbaba niya, may dadating na point yon where a large chunk of people will be interested. Yun yung line natin.
Yeah.
Yung line na dinodrawing natin, that's the price na kahit anong baba niya, pagbaba niya sa price na yon, pagkakaguluhan na siya ng tao. Etong level yon, since August 7 to where we are today, it's somewhere around here sa 44,500 area.
Okay, Marv. Looking at the chart right now, parang may malaki pa siyang potential upside eh. Is that a safe analysis? Parang you can still buy? Hahabol ka?
Yun din. Yung interesting part dito is this. You want to buy the closer you can, the closer it is dito sa support level. So that actually means that the further you are here, the larger amount of risk you're taking. So it's your prerogative already is if this upside is good enough versus this amount of downside also. Pero possible siya. As long as it's not irresponsibly very, very far, okay lang. Pero if you're asking me, the most ideal is somewhere around here as long as nag-hold tong area na to at malapit siya sa area na to, that would have been a good area to start to pick it up. Yan.
Okay, Marv, I think I get you. No? What you're saying is, ang hinahanap mo is yung malapit sa line, sa baba.
Okay.
Do you enter when it's a red bar o do you wait na maging green siya?
So giving this example, no, if you'll give me a choice, I like this one more than this. I like this one more than this. I actually like this one more than this because it shows you evidence that pag tama niya dito, meron talagang bumili kaya siya umakyat. Okay lang din naman yung red bar pero if the red bar does not really close lower than this, okay lang. Pero syempre you want to have more buying signals from that particular price range.
Okay, I get you, Marv. No? So, when you see a red bar, parang uncertain pa siya. Huwag mo uunahan.
hindi naman sa uncertain, but it tells you, may reason din yan. Tingnan mo, very, very, very good. That's a good question. Look at this. Open dito, nag-close dito sa baba. What does that mean? It got sold down here. But, the fact that hindi na siya bumagsak dito during that particular time it reaffirms our storyline that, okay, hindi siya bumaba dito, that even though red candle nagbentahan, it never went lower here, meron talagang group of people that think that this area might not be too expensive anymore.
When you draw, I think tama, no? The first step to a trading journey is to draw those resistance and support line.
Okay, that's a good question. Not really.
Not really.
It's just that, ito yung pinag-usapan natin offline pero there's so many ways in order for you to be able to analyze it. Some people just use the candlesticks. Some people, na-discuss natin to offline also, use moving averages. So, there's a lot of ways to be able to do it. And I'm just sharing it lang from my context. And since I started, yung una kong natutunan kasi is drawing my support and resistance. Unlike other people also, they might have started with another form of analysis. So, technical analysis kasi is so broad So, hindi lang to yung only method on how you can analyze a token or a stock or a crypto. Also, there's a lot of ways. But ayun, this is my parang baseline. I try to draw it first from my context.
Tama ba you start with the daily chart? Kaya one day?
No naman. Depends it. Like for you, Carl, pang mabilisan ka, you like using yung mga charts na faster, 15-minute chart, hourly charts ginagamit mo. So, the reason why I'm using one day dito is we're showing this in YouTube. So, mas madaming tao, mas hindi nagtitrade on a minute per minute basis. Pero depending on how you want to use it, you can always go shorter depending on your time frame. So if you're trading a shorter amount of time, by all means, you can use yung smaller candlesticks. If you are busy, like majority of the people, you can also use yung longer one. Pero rule of thumb, Carl D, sobrang yaman. Ito yung kailangan mo tandaan.
Okay.
The shorter the time frame, the more false signals you will get, which I know na experience mo. The shorter the time frame also, the weaker it is. Tapos kabaliktaran naman niya, if you go longer, the longer it is, the stronger it is. The longer it is also, the lesser false signals. Pero may kapalit yon. Every time you go slower or longer, mas delayed ka. Either mabibili mo na mas mataas, hindi mo siya mabibili sa pinakamura, mas reactive ka compared to the ones that are buying it at a very, very small, faster time frame.
Kumbaga rule of thumb, what is the sweet spot na time frame?
Walang sweet spot
Wala.
It's more of ano yung time frame na para sa'yo, ano yung time frame that works for you. That's why I kept mentioning this, and to everyone watching this also, for you to do that, it's creating multiple trades, doing it over and over, kasi without a sample size of you doing it regularly, it will be hard to say. And then trade ka 25 times na faster, 25 times na longer, and then assess mo saan ako mas kumita, saan ako mas madaming mali, saan ako mas naging emotional, and then that's when you can assess it. It's really based on having data, not other people's data, pero data from your own experience. Kasi magkakaiba tayo, and I'm sure you've noticed this, Carl, na pag nagkukwentuhan tayo, nagbenta ka na ako, hindi pa ako nagbebenta, because part of me has the tolerance to hold it still, and then not just yung tolerance, yung experience also that, hindi, this might still go back So may halong element na ganun.
So, from a Marvin Guillermo point of view, anong kwento ang nakikita mo with what you're seeing now sa chart?
So from a 1 hour time frame, the best time to have bought it was somewhere here.
Okay.
Dito dapat, and then habang umakyat siya, you're already riding it. Or if you really want to also take profits, pwede mo to gamitin. You can draw another line here. So which is that actually means that somewhere dito, nakita mo nahirapan na siyang umakyat, you can already take profits at this point in time. So possible yun. So the one that's using a daily time frame is still holding, pero the one that's using an early time frame is already taking profits.
Okay. So, which is better? Wala, no?
Wala naman. There's no, parang sinabi mo, ano mas masarap sa Coke? Coke na may ice or Coke na walang ice? Parang ganun. It's not bad. It depends on the person.
But for you, Marvin, for you personally, would you have exited already or would you hold pa?
So the way I do it is, pag busy ako, I use yung longer time frames.
Okay.
Pag tingin ko may time ako or binubudol mo ako, tignan mo tong chart na to, tapos nakita ko rin, sabi ko, okay to ha. So, bibili ko rin, tapos yung mga bibenta ko kagad, shorter time frames yun. But, yun yung pinaka rule of thumb ko that if I don't have a lot of time, I just zoom out. If I have more time, okay, I can trade on a shorter basis. Kasi ganito mangyari, Carl. Ito, kung hindi ka busy and then may time ka, pwede ka na magbenta dito. You can already take profits here. And which is not wrong naman using this support and resistance method. Pero if you don't have time to actually watch this, paano kung lumabas na yung sell signal tapos bumaba na siya? So sayang yung opportunity. So better zoom out na lang kasi kung dito ka tumingin, it still looks a bit longer pa, parang ganoon. No right or wrong. Pero if you're asking me preference, nasanay kasi ako sa stock market eh. So basing it on my background, I always start with the 1-day candlestick first. And then if I want to drill in na mag-zoom in, that's when I start looking at yung smaller time frames. So it will go back to what kind of person are you? Are you willing to live that if you wait, pwede nga mas konti yung false signals mo, pero pag bearish talaga siya, you will lose more than the person who sold earlier.